I did actually know that that line did come down from corner to corner though, because we were given two 0.74 offsets. We were given one from here to here and then one from here to here. And so this is a perfect square is what those two offsets created. And anytime you draw a line from a corner to a corner on a perfect square, you create a 45-degree angle. Okay, so anyway, that's a little bit off topic though. So now let's see. From the top surface of the object in the right side view, the object slopes forward by 45 degrees. Okay, so let's draw that line now. I think that'll help. Let me go back at my visible layer. So I want to go to 45. 15, 30, 45 is right there. Trim off the excess, TR, enter, enter, and then click. And then I will draw a line straight down and then back to the beginning here and then up to the top. Okay. Now, since I've created my angled line, my angled surface there, I can draw a line from here up to here, and then also I can draw the line from here to here, and you can kind of start seeing the right side view come into play. Okay. Now, one thing you may not have noticed, which I'm just noticing now, we offset this from here to here by 0.76. There's another depth measurement from this front edge of 0.54, if you'll notice that. So I need to offset by 0.54, and I will actually draw another line from here to the intersection, but this time this line should be a hidden line. Okay, remember, hidden line is used to denote a hidden plane. Okay, and you can see it barely on top of the construction line. But you'll notice, because of that 0.54 offset, that we actually have a plane that's offset a little bit less back than the 0.76 plane that we created earlier. Okay, so moving right along. Now, the hole that you can see on the right side here is 0.76 from the right, which we've already made our offset for. If you want to double check that, if you get confused, you can type DI, enter, click on the endpoint here, and then on the endpoint here, and you'll see the distance pop up here. So yes, this is one of the axes that my hole will be placed on. Let's offset from the bottom by 0.662. So O, enter, 0.62, enter. Now, of course, this is on the visible layer. Let me change layers. I'll just click on it, then go down to the drop down, and then click construction. So now it's a construction layer instead of a visible layer. My hole will be centered at this intersection. So let me go into my visible layer here. C, enter. And we're given a diameter dimension, so let's use that D, enter. And now it wants to know where to place it. So to accurately place this at the intersection, let me type INT and then enter. And that way that's the only kind of snap that's turned on. This is a one-time deal. As soon as I click, it'll go back to my running object snap. So I'll just left click, and then I will type D, enter for diameter, and I will type in 0.625. Okay, and there's the hole. So it looks like the right side view has been constructed. Now we'll use some information from the right side view to go back and work on the front. So let me go back to my construction layer, and I want to draw a line across, and my perpendicular running object snap is turned on. So I'll just go perpendicular to that line. Let me just trim off that line there in the middle. Okay, and then I will go to my visible layer and add some lines here. So if you look at your object in the book, you can see that this is kind of how the front should look. Okay, and then let's see. Then you have this 1.14 area. Now, the 1.14 area is where it's recessed back by 0.54, which is from this hidden line. So again, let me go to my construction layer. I'm going to go to the top of my hidden line and project across until I see my perpendicular object snap. If you forgot how to turn these on and off, you just right click on the object snap button, go to settings, and perpendicular is checked. That's why I'm seeing that now. So let me trim this away, what I don't need. And so we'll go back to my visible layer, and this recessed portion comes back to here, which is what we just located with the hidden line. Okay, and it goes across, then down to the bottom, and then back to the beginning. And so then this should be 1. Yes. All right. So now we have this area here that needs to be created, and then the part that is recessed back by 0.76 goes up to this line. So let me take that line and I will draw it all the way across. And go back to my visible layer. And now I hope you're seeing how these views work together. Ooh. If you want to take a look at just the object without the construction lines, you can just turn off the construction lines. Okay, and there's our object. I can see from that I need to add a line from here to here. And I think that's pretty much what our front view looks like. For some reason I feel like a measurement may be incorrect. I'm going to have to check a dimension or two. So let me go ahead and do that now. I'm going to DI, enter. I'm going to click from here to here. That should be 3.78. This should be 1, which it is. This should be 1.14. Ooh, that's where I went wrong. Let me turn on the construction layer again. It must be 1.14 from here to here. Ah, it is. Okay. So no problem. Let me just move this line. Okay. And now I want to grip edit. So I'll click on this line, move this over. This is a good learning moment. I want to bring this one back to here and bring this one over to here. This construction line actually snapped to went to this point, and that's where I got confused. So let me turn off the construction layer again. You always want to check your measurements and make sure that you've measured correctly before you turn in your work. Okay, so that is our object is coming together. What we need to do now is to show the side view of the hole. Okay, so let me turn my construction layer back on and make that my current layer, and I will just draw a line from here to here for the edges of my circle, here to here. Let me do a little trimming. Okay, and I think what I want to do this time is just go ahead and just make these construction lines hidden. That way I'll know that's the edge of my circle that I'm working with. Trim off what I don't need there. Now, the circle has a depth of 1.25. So let me offset my construction line by 1.25. Okay. And then I want to trim the hidden line that's beyond this 1.25 offset. So TR, enter. I'm going to click on that line and then enter. Now click here and click here. And let me just use that construction line again. So TR, enter. TR, enter. Oh, TR, enter. click this line and then enter, and then click that line. Now I want to change this to a hidden line as well. Now holes, just regular